So there's two little cool tricks that I wanted to show you guys, but we're going to be doing it through a terminal window because these are kind of like outside the scope of client SDKs. It's data streaming, so streaming with a simple stream call, and data pipelining, which means that you can publish a bunch of messages essentially asynchronously without waiting for responses or feedback from our server. So you can just do a large stream of data to us, and we'll acknowledge it and then send it and replicate it to our endpoint clients. So first, I'm going to talk about our TCP Connection Policy. It's infinite. As soon as you open up the connection and you send a valid payload to us, we recognize that and let you know with a response and say, OK, now your socket's open forever. Now, as long as your IP address is the same or you don't have any NATs or dynamic router changes in the middle, then you're going to be fine. Your connection's going to remain open. So I'm going to give you a quick little demonstration of that real here. So I'm going to open up my telnet pubnub.com 80. Oops, 1 second. Let's type pubnub correctly here. Pubnub.com. OK, so now I've got telnet open, TCP socket. So I'm going to issue a time call, which is a simple, hey, give me the current NTP synced time on my nearest data center. I'm going to go over here, close this. Let me open. Let me do a Google search. Cool. All right. So I just did my telnet command on my terminal. So I'm going to issue a time request. OK. Now I got data back. Now my socket's going to remain open forever, as long as my IP address doesn't change, right? So with this, I can start making other kinds of calls against the system. So I'm going to do a stream call. So now you guys are used to subscribe. So /subscribe is our standard high availability endpoint. Stream is a less reliable but continuous stream of data where the client itself that's doing the subscription does not need to send ACKs back to us. So that means we do fewer log processing, fewer events through the system, but then you can stream more data. This is not recommended for anything that's outside of the firewall. So if you're on a mobile device or you're moving around on a laptop, you wouldn't want to issue this call. But if you're doing testing or it's in a data center, then this is completely fine. So now I'm stream subscribed on the left, and I'm going to be sending a publish through. All right. So what I did here on the right side was I sent a message, over telnet to my stream subscribe on the right, or the left here, and he received the message payload from pubnub. But he doesn't need to send an ACK back because it's just a stream. This is what Netflix uses for streaming their videos, this particular protocol over the internet. It's just standard streaming of binary data. And we do gzip, payload, chunked encoding, and things like that. So if I just keep sending messages, I'll continue to stream them down the line. But I can also I can asynchronously send multiple messages through a single TCP payload. So with one MTU, I can grab all of these messages here, chunk them in, and send one TCP packet to pubnub, and we'll recognize that and automatically distribute the commands asynchronously. So if I'll run this test here on the side, and I essentially just, it grabbed 2 of my messages at once. So I'm gonna publish 3 messages in one TCP packet here, but since I'm on the demo key, it throttles it. So I should see a quota exceeded on the right side. So I only sent two messages versus 3, if that makes sense. So we do throttling on our keys and things like that. So through demo or otherwise, we prevent messages being chunked through the system too quickly. It's very unlikely that you'll see this. So I'm almost done with our conversation here. There's just one last bit that I wanted to share with you guys. We have APNs and GCM and Windows push gateways. And with these gateways, we allow you to signal out to devices over the vendor networks. So Apple's network, Microsoft's network, and Google's network. Let me do a quick Google search here for sending multiple payloads in one call. I'm just going to scroll to the format here for those of you who know JSON, message payloads. This is a single message you can publish against PubNub, and we'll acknowledge the PN underscore APNs and PN underscore GCM as the target payloads that you want to send to those vendor networks. We'll dissect the message and only send the specific aspects to the vendor network based on what's inside that key. So if I'm sending an APS message, I can say an alert, I can say what the message is going to say on the screen, what the badge count should be, and if I want to play any sounds, and then any metadata that I want to associate with it. You can do the same for GCM and Windows messaging, all in one publish call. In our portal, hit admin.pubnub.com and enable push notifications. Then you put your GCM key here and your APM cert here. And your Windows cert, I heard, was only upon enabling from us. Right. Admin status, yeah. Cool. It's really easy to, and it's on a per key basis. Yeah. Cool. That's all the fun tips and tricks that I wanted to give you guys today. But if there's any other questions, let me know.